Okay, this is how I know it's officially spring in my garden. When the salvias start blooming like this, it's official. We've crossed over. Just a few weeks ago, the garden felt cold and wintry, and now everything's coming to life. There's color in the garden. Bulbs are starting to push through the ground. There's some in bloom, and the garden, well, it's springtime here. Everything feels like it's shifting gears in the garden, and today I want to take you through a walkthrough of early spring and what it's like in the garden in early spring. Not when things have exploded already, but when everything is just getting ready to happen and springtime has just begun. It's so much fun in the garden. It's such an exciting time. And just wait till you see what's happening over here. Once the salvias start blooming, it just seems like things progress so much quicker and move along really fast in the garden. The California poppies start blooming, the artichokes just get bigger and bigger, and this truly is the start of spring. This is that short window where you can still see the structure of the garden before everything starts to fill in. Then those spots that are bare, they're going to completely fill in, and it's going to be full of life and color. And it's still not too late to get more plants put in the ground. All the beds will be full. There's bulbs up now, but there'll be some that are coming up. This week I was busy out here at the beds, laying out bare root phlox that I had gotten from Costco and some more allium bulbs and just various other things that I got from that Costco run a couple weeks ago, and got those in the beds, but I ran out of room and I still have more to plant. And I planted more allium bulbs in this raised bed and some of the phlox bare roots in here. So hopefully be getting those up this year in the springtime later and in the summer, and hoping that will go good. And you can see that the sweet peas are needing to be trained. I need to get those clips going and clip those up. But everything is looking really good in this other raised bed off to the side of the house. Some tulips. And I have freesias in here too. And looks like a daffodil. And here's some more freesias. So I got in here and just tried to find some room where I could pack in some of those bare roots and some of those allium bulbs and get those in. And then I'll show you what I have left to plant. The clematis bare roots went right in here, so hopefully I'll get this second trellis with another clematis climbing up it, which will be really exciting to me. I love my climbers. I went through the whole garden this week and put out worm castings. The garden loves that, so I did that. I try to do that periodically. In the near future, I'd like to get some worms and start, raising my own worm for worm casting. But in the meantime, I get bags. I got some bags when I was at Costco and put that out. Worm castings are great to add to the soil to help improve the soil. So I wanted to make sure I got that in. And what's coming up next is I'm going to be doing some fertilizing because it is springtime here in my garden. And so I'll be doing some fertilizing early spring. I don't over fertilize my garden, but I do fertilize a couple times a year, and early spring is one of those times. So I'll get to that this week as well. And I have another project on the table too I got to get to this week. The climbers will continue to climb and to flower. The Asiatic lilies still need to open up. There's still tons left to happen. So much more going on in the garden and so much more coming. It's just so exciting. New bulbs everywhere you look. Bulbs in bloom. Succulents in bloom. And even cactus in bloom. The freesias have opened up and they're just gorgeous in the middle garden. I'm just really loving the freesias. Such a great add to the garden. And this middle garden has really come along nicely. Things are starting to bloom. These beautiful yellow, pale yellow poppies came up this week and it was so gorgeous to see them. What an exciting thing when you get a new bloom. There's nothing like bright color in the garden. So beautiful. And some of the plants that I planted in fall and winter, well, look how beautiful they're doing in the garden. This is so exciting because this baby will stay full of color for months to come. And this is what I wanted you to see. This is so exciting to me. The star jasmine that I bought last year as a bare root, and look at it now. Look how beautiful it is. And there's more to come. This is just the beginning of the growth. Isn't that amazing? Springtime's here. So I still have these to plant. I ran out of room in my raised beds. All 5 of my raised beds are packed solid now. So I'm gonna get some resin, big resin containers for these and plant these up. And that's gonna look really pretty in the garden. So I'll probably need about 3 really large containers for these. There's tons of them in there. There's a lot of them in the bag. So I have probably about 3 really large containers to buy, about that size is what I'm hoping to find to plant these in so that long term I can have these blooming in the garden late spring and early summer. So that's going to be a really pretty addition to the garden too. Let's go take a look at what the project that I have to do still that's been sitting on my dining room table. Now, some of you might remember I do every once in a while do succulent projects, and I had a project that I did probably a year and a half ago where I had some hollowed out logs and did succulents, packed them with soil and succulents. And I had one of the doctors that I work with who wanted one that I had in the waiting room, and I told him he could have it. He took it home. A year and a half later, he brings it back because I had told him if the succulents ever start to look like they're a little bit tired, that I would redo it for him. So he brought it back, and so I'm good on my word. I'm just belated on my word. Need to get to this, and this will be a project. I'll probably do a video on it of redoing this succulent log. And when I do that, I'm sure I'll get in there and retouch the birdhouse succulent rooftop there and just touch it up. It's really done a great job. I mean, this is close to 2 years since I did this rooftop on this, and these are the original succulents, so pretty darn amazing, holds up really good. So those are the projects that I have upcoming. Plant the corms, get the succulent birdhouse and the hollowed out log planted up, get that back to the doctor so he'll be happy. Lots of things to do still in the garden and always in the garden, but I love working in the garden. It's so therapeutic. So I don't want you to be alarmed if your garden hasn't gotten to this stage in the game right now. It will. I'm in zone 9B, and my garden could be completely different from yours. Your garden might have springtime in a month, 2 months, even 3 months from now. And that's okay. Every garden has its time when true springtime arrives. And you have indicators. In my garden, it's the salvia. When they go in full bloom, spring is on. When the wisteria gets little nubs, like it's going to start to get blooms, I know that springtime is on its way. So you get out there and garden your hearts out and get ready for spring. It's on. And if you want to stay up to date with my gardening channel, please subscribe to the channel so you get notifications. We'll see you later. Happy gardening.